everyone, I'm Gavrilushka Karsten, and you guys can call me whatever you guys want to call me. I'm an Indonesian student who is currently studying in China for my bachelor degree, and this is gonna be my first video on YouTube. So yeah, let's just consider this as an introduction video. I usually create contents on IG Reels and TikTok. Most of them are about foods, culinaries, and scenery. But because it's hard for me to trim the videos in the process of editing from such a very long video into a less than 2 minutes video, jadi gue lebih prefer buat bikin video di YouTube aja when I'm in China, so that there will be no more limitations of time, dan gue bisa sekalian share to all of you guys what does it feel like to stay and live as a limited Mandarin level foreigner in China. Dan emang gue udah rencana ini juga dari tahun 2020 when I first graduated from high school. Yes, I graduated from high school in 2020. Gue angkatan COVID, gengs. Yeah, I graduated in the middle of the pandemic, so it was quite unfortunate for me. And we didn't even have the graduation ceremony, anjir. So yeah, we were required to take the online class for two and a half years, sekitar 2,5 tahunan. After 2,5 tahun gue online, I'm finally here. Gue masih punya sekitar 1,5 tahun, enggak, sekitar 1 tahunan lah ya, to stay and live di China. Ini gue tinggalnya di Guangzhou. Looking back to a month before departure, needed to prepare and take care of every need and related document. Visa is one of the most important one, gengs. And here on May 12 was the appointment date to apply the Chinese visa at the Chinese Visa Application Center. Ini lokasinya di South Jakarta, di sekitar Kuningan, di Gedung di East. Di Gedung di East buat teman-teman yang tahu, di lantai 8. Jadi waktu itu gue naik Transjakarta to get there.
We'll be leaving Jakarta soon.
We're getting off the bus and change to another bus. So the weather now is completely sunny. I don't think that I can hold it for any longer. Okay, just turned out that I took the right bus before this. So guys, the bus that I took just now was way more crowded than before. Tapi asli ini haltenya bagus banget yang di dekat sini. Even ada toiletnya and it's super clean. So guys, I missed the bus stop that I should have stopped at. I went way farther and I finally got off the bus at Kuningan Barat. So this is my first time to be in this area, and I just found out that this area is actually quite neat and clean. It's really different than in West Jakarta. Most of these buildings are the embassy area, are the embassy buildings. So I don't think that I can record more. Just scared that I'll get arrested. And this is one of the embassy buildings here. It's the Embassy of Poland. I don't feel that I'm in Jakarta right now because I'm in the tall buildings area. It doesn't look like Jakarta, you know. Dan kayak bener-bener pas saat itu kayak, you know, Jakarta itu lagi panas-panasnya, sama kayak di sini nih di Guangzhou ini panas banget. Dan kemarin itu Jakarta juga lagi mirip-mirip panasnya. Gila Jakarta panasnya, damn. Tapi gak apa-apa, karena the vibe there was just took me to another dimension of place in another part of a modern world gitu ya. Yeah, it's the modern Jakarta. Yeah, what building is that? This is like the embassy of Qatar. It's a flag of Qatar, right? Yeah, it's a flag of Qatar. Wow, this vibe takes me to the Middle East countries. With the hot weather, with a very sunny weather, and a hot temperature. Dan akhirnya udah jalan lumayan jauh, gue nyampe juga di Gedung di East dan langsung naik ke lantai 8.
So yeah, I'm here in the building.
Habis cek-cek dokumen, terus dia lihat mata kita kalau nggak salah. Kita masuk ke ruang tunggu, and we're needed to wait there until our name called by the officers to have the interview session, and also the biometric session. Terus habis itu, right 5 days before my departure dates, gue sekeluarga, we went to Bandung to have kind of like a farewell party. Had a lunch at a restaurant.
To be weighing my patience, stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way?
Moved to the hotel buat check-in.
It's great. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it.
Terus pas sore menjelang malam,
I think I'll choose.
we moved to a highland region, kayak di kawasan Dago Atas. Gak tau di Dago Atas apa Dago Pakar gitu. Tempatnya juga lumayan cozy, tapi gak terlalu besar. Tapi makanannya masih oke lah, enak-enak juga. Gue suka cheesecake-nya mereka, dan gue suka onion ring-nya juga. Itu crunchy banget tuh onion ring. Sisanya still oke lah ya. Terus abis itu back to the hotel. Ini perut kita bener-bener shout it out loud for another food. Mungkin chatting-chattingnya kayak lagi begging for another food gitu, karena makan di cafe gak terlalu kenyang. Akhirnya malam-malam di hotel gue sama my cousins beli kayak nasi tutuk oncom, terus ada ayamnya juga. Yang gue suka dari nasi tutuk oncomnya ini sambalnya pedes banget dan dimakan pakai ayamnya enak banget. Terus udah gitu gue juga beli sate asin. Katanya sate khas Bandung mirip taichan, gue juga gak tahu. Iya beneran semirip itu, cuma bumbunya itu kayak bubuk cabai gitu. Modelnya kayak bumbu shaokao malah, tau gak? Sate-satean Cina gitu. Nah kayak gitu tuh. Malah dia gak ada sambal cocolnya. Pokoknya itu sate asin bener-bener ya udah kayak ayam di grill gitu. Terus udah gitu kasih bumbu asin sama that bubuk cabai. Nah kayak gitu. Okay then, good morning. Dan we had the breakfast at the hotel's restaurant. Itu sebelum kita balik ke Jakarta lagi. And Tara, the awaited day has finally come. Today is the day. I woke up earlier and drove directly to the airport. Enggak sih, bukan gue yang drive. Ada driver saudara yang bantuin drive. After a very long wait, today is the day. Once I get to the airport, I met all these schoolmates and we're just being crazy for a whole day. Narsis dulu. Halo gengs.
Halo.
So we're here at the airport. Hi bro.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
Udah kalian asik-asik ini dulu deh.
Nanti gue samperin gitu ya.
Bye bye.
Dadah.
Dadah. Pagi. Oke. Kasih. And finally, it's time for us to get on board. Okay, we got the headphone over here. I forgot to untie this cable. one of my most favorite parts pas lagi di pesawat itu pas bagian makan-makannya, karena kita nggak tahu waktu itu atau di hari itu ada menu apa, jadi kayak it makes me feel curious gitu tentang makanannya.
It's great. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow. I think I'll chew it. I wish I knew how much I miss. I know.
Sabar, aus juga. Ini beli minuman ya di kayak vending machine-nya taman ini mahal banget. 8 yuan anjir, 16.000 segini. Kayak Maison. Pegel juga ya ngoceh-ngoceh terus. Oke, jadi tadi gue disuruh pindah sama omnya karena si om tukang kebun mau nyiram tanaman gitu. Ada alatnya mereka sih, lagi mau dinyalain tadi. Jadi udah kita pindah ke tempat yang lumayan lebih teduh juga, ya kan? Nah, oke, kita lanjut. Pas sudah sampai di Guangzhou, I got into a lot of troubles and hassles. Kayak mulai dari one of our friends yang dia punya health declaration formnya kayak pas di Jakarta ngisinya, terus gara-gara dia pakai night mode, dia gak bisa scan QR code-nya itu yang dia screenshot di mesinnya airport. Jadi akhirnya we were required to do another test antigen gitu di airport langsung, gue sama temen gue 2 orang. Okay, gang, so we're here in Guangzhou, but unfortunately one of our friends got stuck here at the immigration because we can't pass the gate because of the health declaration form. We were required to have another PCR test here at the airport. It's quite weird for me because this is my first experience to get to China after the pandemic, and it's kind of weird, you know, to get arrested just because of the health declaration form. Terus habis itu ngegerek-gerek koper yang bejibun, naik MRT, jalan, naik turun jembatan penyeberangan, sampai ke dorm. Udah gitu ngurus kunci dorm dan ngurusin SIM card juga. Buat hari pertama kita langsung ngurus SIM card biar kita bisa internetan, karena kalau enggak itu bener-bener metong banget. Dan oke, never mind, karena gue gak ada videonya tentang gitu-gituan. Itu bener-bener lagi ngerempong banget. Jadi yaudah, let's just move on to the third day in Guangzhou. So, on the third day in Guangzhou, gue sama 2 teman gue, kita mau bikin video gitu buat tugas UAS. Dan akhirnya we went to one of the most iconic places in Guangzhou. We went to Guangzhou Opera House, Guangzhou 大剧院. Yo gangs, this is my third day in Guangzhou and we're gonna explore more to like tourism places. Hi gangs. Dia sebenarnya ini kita mau kerja kelompok. Jadi ada mereka berdua. Dia pamer kuku mulu anjir. 00481 sorry. Oke, jadi ini kita lagi nunggu Grab. Enggak, masa abang Grab.
Titi aja.
Kita lagi nunggu Titi, tapi gak datang-datang. Mana yang pas pertama kita order salah tempat. Nggak jelas memang. Ya kan? Kaget kan lu? Ayo ketawa dulu. Mana ya? Ini oh. Hey gengs, we're in the car now.
Putar balik deh ke arah belakang. Sini gue videoin gue lagi nonton apa. Nonton Tom and Jerry dulu guys.
Ada itu gitu.
Ada filmnya.
Jalanan di sini aman ya?
Aman.
Jalan lurusnya nggak gerudukan ya?
Iya nggak gerudukan.
Polisi tidur nggak ada.
Ya.
Sleeping police. Oke, kita belum explore ke village-nya. Mana ini apa? Enggak, kita kan belum explore ke village soalnya.
Kalau mau liburan anjir.
Iya.
I wish I knew how much I miss. I know.
our way to the Opera House, we passed through this famous one, Canton Tower. Nanti malam kita kesana ya, gengs. Ini masih siang-siang kayaknya kayak cuma it's just like a normal tower. Cuma nanti malam mungkin there will be a difference. I don't know. Let's see later. Terowongan mobil di sini coba ada taman di tengahnya, gengs. Udah kayak masuk parkiran mall gak sih, anjir?
Iya.
Ya kayak terowongan mobil. Kok bagus. Maaf ya, gengs, gue norak. Di Indo gak ada soalnya. Apa kalau ada yang tahu di mana di Indo, kasih tahu.
I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles in.
There's this.
Berapa derajat sih? 37. Iya, dia mau dia baru mau vlog. Ini berapa derajat sih? I'm sorry.
Gak apa-apa. Tersenyum seperti logo Kumon.
Gelo itu apaan? Cakep banget, anjir.
Sending all the problems. I wish I knew.
Nah, udah kayak kita muter-muter di sekitar Guangzhou Opera House yang modelnya futuristic ini dan bentuk desainnya, architecture-nya itu mirip kayak di Dongdaemun. Wow, ada orang ternyata kaget nih. Dan architecture-nya itu beneran kayak lumayan mirip sama Dongdaemun dan ternyata emang arsiteknya itu sama kayak arsitek yang bikin Dongdaemun. Dia ya udah gak heran juga kenapa mirip gitu architecture-nya. Dan waktu itu beneran lagi panas banget cuacanya. Abis itu kita bener-bener kayak mikir ini kita harus kemana nih. Pas kita lagi muter-muter kayak kita udah setengah metong gitu ya. Akhirnya ketemu satu mall dan ya udah we decided buat makan siang dulu di mall itu. Akhirnya lunch ada AC kayak langsung kita berbahagia semua. Habis itu kita ke sebuah pulau. Ini pulaunya jangan kayak kalian pikir pulau di tengah laut gitu ya. Enggak, ini emang kayak ada pulau di tengah kota. Istilahnya tuh kayak gitu, pulau di tengah kota. Namanya itu Haishinsha. It's more likely to a public park. Di situ tuh we can see the view of Canton Tower, the famous one, the famous tower in Guangzhou. Right at the riverside, at the shore of Chu River, or they call it Zhujiang in Mandarin. Oke, geng, sekarang rombongan kita nambah 1, 2, 3. Oke.
1, 2, Dika. Halo.
And halo.
Halo, Kanteng. 1, 2, Dika. Makan nanti.
Pas malamnya kita balik ke mall yang tadi karena dari mall ke Pulau Haishinsha tadi itu gak terlalu jauh. Kita balik lagi ke mall buat dinner dan abis itu kita malam-malamnya langsung enjoy the colorful dancing fountain with the colorful Guangzhou Tower as the background. Ini cakep banget, kalian lihat deh. Abis itu hari keberapa gue gak inget, we went for the medical check-up buat salah satu persyaratan untuk bikin residence permit atau izin tinggal di China.
So guys, I'm having the medical checkup now at the healthcare center.
They took my blood.
Dan seminggu kemudian kita balik lagi ke tempat ini untuk ngambil hasil medical check-up-nya.
And yeah, we got back here again just to take this result.
And after that, karena visa yang di paspor gue ini visa sementara dan itu cuma berlaku sebulan dan waktu itu juga udah hampir habis. Jadi we were in hurry to apply for the residence permit before we get kicked out of the country or need to pay for like 500 RMB for one day in China. Jadi kayak ya udah kita langsung buru-buru tuh Akhirnya kita apply residence permit by appointment juga. And now I can finally live in China freely without any other obstructions. And it was my first introduction for my first YouTube video. And everything on this video also describes how did it go from the past few weeks before departure until a few weeks in China. I can't wait to explore more places and share to all of you guys through the videos that I'm gonna create furthermore. See ya everyone. Bye bye.